This is Scott with JSA Foundation Repair. Today is June 19th, 2015, and we are in Johns Creek, Alpharetta, Georgia. As you can tell, the customer has a 3-car garage, and the center column has started to go down here, and it has actually pulled away as well. And what we have done is we've installed a pier down here below the footing, and now we're going to attempt to push the wall in and jack it up at the same time. We'll see what happens here. All right, now we got it in. Let's see if we can get it up. There it goes, all the way back up. All the way back up to the original position. Now we let go, and it holds. Just wanted to say that what we'll do now is pour the concrete back, pin this wall, and do the necessary mortar work. Another quality job done by JSA. Today is September 24th, 2013. We are in Lawrenceville, Georgia, on a house that the garage center column has started to settle. We've installed a piering system underneath the footing, and you can see how much gap there is in between the doors. So we're going to go ahead and crank our machine. That's our hydraulic interpack machine, and see if we can raise this center column up. Bottom down here first. There's the pier installed at the bottom, up to the garage height. There it goes back up in place. Still going. Takes a little bit of time to do it, but look at that, going in all the way back to the top. Yeah, just about close. Today is April 1st, 2015, and this is Scott Anglin with JSA Foundation Repair. We are doing a garage lift center column in Brookstone in Ackworth, Georgia, and customers called us out on this house because the center column has dropped down almost a full inch, and it's also caused the brick to crack at the top. So what we've done is we have installed a metal push pier down to the bearing point that's going to lift this wall. This video is to show the actual lift of the wall coming back to the level position. So what we're going to do is crank our interpack machine, and I'm going to push this cylinder valve actuator, and we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Back into place. See, everything's squeezing back together. Even those cracks are coming together on that brick that's turned up vertical. Just wanted to show you how we do another center column. Another quality job done by JSA. This is Scott with JSA Foundation and Masonry Repair Specialist. We are in Mableton, Georgia, jacking up a brick column. I believe it's October 20th, 2017. Customer called us out because they have a typical garage here that you can tell has settled on the right side, and we have taken pipe and driven it down about 20 some odd feet to a bearing point that's going to hopefully lift this thing back up. The customer had put a steel rod in right there to kind of hold this in place, and good thing they did that. That kept the wall from falling away. So now we're going to go ahead and try to use our machine here and see if we can jack this up. Brett, if you'll hold that wall in at the top, and I'm going to give you the phone. Just hold it as steady as you can. I'll be down here moving the other part. All right. Are you ready? Just hold that phone real steady. now, what you see, video cut off there, this is part 2. You can see how much that brick wall came all the way back up. And we'll do the necessary pinning and mortar work and get this wall back into the house here shortly. Another quality job done by JSA. This is Scott with JSA Foundation Repair. Today is April 15th, 2015, located here in Kennesaw, Georgia, near Kennesaw Mountain College University. Customers called us out. Their porch is sinking down and their brickwork is starting to pull away. And what we've done is we have driven our pipe down to a bearing point that's hopefully going to lift this wall. But there's 2 things we have to do. One, we've got to push in the brick veneer wall, and then we have to lift. Aaron, if you'll push it on that wall, I'll crank the machine and lift. And there it goes. So I'm going to crank this machine and see if we can jack this wall up. Okay, here we go. There it goes. All the way back into place. All right, Aaron, let go of that wall now. And it held. Another quality job done by JSA. We're on another job out here in East Cobb, Marietta, Georgia. Customers call us out. He's got a traditional house with a garage, 3-car garage. And all this brick is pretty much fine. The lintels are fine. It was laid correctly. However, this end was laid on a lot of fill dirt. They built a basement wall and did not compact this properly, so the builder had anticipated settling, so he built a big footing here that was about 2 foot thick. In some of the previous videos we show how we install the bracket and connect that to the foundation or the footing, so that's already been done. We've already driven our pipe down to our destination point, our bedrock base. Now we're ready to jack this wall. So the other option was to tear out the wall and re-brick it on this fill dirt or to jack it back up. So all this concrete, this brickwork should come back up, and in turn will close that gap right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to crank up the machine. I'm going to push this button, and that machine, that's our interpack machine. That's a hydraulic reservoir, pushes hydraulic fluid through these hoses and into our cylinder, and in turn we'll jack and raise this wall. We've also installed these masonry pins to pull the wall back to the framing, since that wall was pulled out before and now it's flush. So now we'll crank up the machine and we'll go ahead and jack this wall and see, hopefully we can get this thing back in its original position. Alright, I'm going to push the button, hold the camera still, and we'll see if this thing jacks back up. So that's what we've done. Got the wall back within about 1/8 of an inch. So what we'll do now is grind out these cracks and re-tuck point them, and get that mortar nice and striped to match the original texture. Another quality job done by JSA. This is Scott again with JSA Foundation Masonry Repair, part 2 of the center column. We just did that one over there. Again, this is July 11th, 2018. And this is part 2 again, the center column. All right, crank that machine. Let's see if we can raise the center column. All right, you want to line this up as it comes up. We want to show this crack. There's the crack right there. I'm going to pull this back just a little bit and line it up as it goes. This right here. There we go. Okay, I want to show this lift right here. Here we go. Pull back a little bit right there. All right, hold it right there. Pull back a little more. Right there. And there it goes. Alright, put your level right there. Stick it on that piece of metal. We're going to see if we're level. Perfect. Dead level. Perfect. Alright. So now, as you can tell, this is a video of the center column lift. the right side lift. We still got some holes to cover up there. And here, the final video, we'll put these two here with the last one and we'll film it all together and see how we do.